Okay, hi there, Leo. This is for you guys. This is an emergency quickie reading for the Venus retrograde that's coming up very shortly. Kind of caught me by surprise, but it's kind of a big deal. All right. So, uh, um, we're just going to do 3 cards, okay? Like the situation, the challenge, and how are we going to get out of it? How are we going to deal with it? Now, with Venus, this is the energy of love, okay? Venus rules. Venus is the planet that rules love. It rules your major primary relationships. It's what we love. It's what we value. It's what turns us on. It's our worth. It's our sense of worth, our sense of awesomeness. Okay, it's our money. Our money. Okay, it's the money we can make from our unnatural gifts. Venus rules our natural talents. It's what we're born with. It's what we've got, whatever that might be, whatever it is, you've got that somewhere. Okay, and Venus also rules, broader things like pleasure, beauty, enjoyment, uh, sensual pleasures like everything from enjoying good sex to good food to good shopping to good things in your life, uh, a good atmosphere. It also rules balance and harmony and getting there, which is the process of finding balance and finding harmony through, could be negotiation, contracts, and things like that. Okay, so for you, dear Leo, this is in your 9th house in astrology. So that's the area of higher learning, wisdom, travel, big travel, travel in spirit, travel on earth, however you want to look at it. It's big travel. And it involves getting your PhDs and things like that. It's higher learning, it's higher consciousness, having access to higher consciousness. It's the seeking of truth, it's the finding truth, it's looking for meaning, it's finding meaning. Okay, it's a big place. It's a big place, and it's where we look for meaning, and it's, if you don't have a sense of meaning in life, it can feel like very futile. So it's an important part. It's an important energy for all of us. So for Leo, that's where the action is for you with this retrograde. With the retrograde energy, you are going to be asked to reevaluate, review, revise, reboot, re-examine that part of your life. Like, what's actually going on there? As opposed to what we thought was going on. So you're going to get a chance to find out. Anyway, here we go. Just 3 cards, okay? Straight off. Well, let me just do one last quick flip for you. One, so we get it really clean and clear, and you'll be witnessing in real time that I did a real live shuffle for you, and we're not just bugging our way through this stuff. All right, so here you go. This is your situation, Leo. This is the challenge. And this, hopefully, is a way out, or at least how we're going to deal with it. We're trying to help you here. The whole point of this reading is to shed some light on a situation, and I hope there's something relevant that you get out of this. So what's the situation? Whoa! Okay. The situation is that you might be a little full of yourself. Okay? Now that's not unusual for a Leo. We know you Leos. You tend to be very shiny and bright, and you're not always shy. Now we're just talking sun here. You can talk moon or ascendant or whatever you want, but I'm just talking Leo in general. Leo, you kind of are the stars of the zodiac, and you love to be loved. You like people to be aware of how awesome you are, and You don't mind letting people know. But sometimes there's a little bit too much. Okay? You may be stomping on toes here. Your own light and your own awesomeness may be just a little overwhelming. Okay? So, and that's understandable because, like, with the energies the way they are, and with the, you know, because it's Venus retrograde in Aries, and you're a fire sign too, so they're complementary. It just might be complete overload. It's almost like actors when they overact, or performers or stars when they just kind of overdo it a little bit, and people start gagging. They kind of go, "Oh my God. We already know you're awesome. You don't have to prove it to us all the time, every time. Just we love you as you are, okay?" So that's the energy that I'm picking up here. This is the situation. You may have a lot that you want to tell us. You may have a lot that you need to show us. And that's great. That's great, Leo. We love you. We need your light. We need your awesomeness. It's just that, like, maybe just situation is that it might be a little too much. So what's the challenge with all of this fiery energy? Oh, okay. Are you are you feeling challenged, or are you challenging others? What is that? You know what I'm thinking? This is how it's telling me. What's happening here is that you may be feeling a little bit inadequate, and that in order to compensate for kind of a sense of like, maybe I'm not all that, you are overcompensating. You're kind of overdoing it with the Leo awesomeness, and that's your way of trying to deal with it. And you're being challenged. Okay, the challenge of the situation is that you are being challenged because maybe somebody or some in that part of your life, you are being questioned. Okay, so and Leo doesn't like that. Okay, that's understandable. And so maybe you were kind of like overdoing it, overstepping it, trying to continue to convince everybody that you've got it all figured out. And that may not be quite true. And so you are defending yourself um, on what, because this card is in the challenge position. What it's telling me is that you are doing the best to defend yourself, but you're actually on very shaky ground. And some of these people around here who are not you are kind of calling you out a little bit. Okay? Now, I don't want to be a buzzkill. I don't want to piss on your parade. I don't want to dim your light or steal your light, Leo. That's not what we're here to do. It's just that we may be dealing with a big ego issue, and it's taken a whole pile of energy and people to like bring it to your awareness, but you're still defending yourself, and you don't really have to. You're Leo, Leo, you're already awesome. What are you trying to prove? Okay, you don't have to prove anything. You're already there. Okay, so um, maybe you know how some people like they overcompensate if they're feeling inadequate, because maybe they think they're not all that, but they're overdoing it to act as if they are all that and more. But everybody spots it because when you're in the light, Leo, everything's shining on you and everybody sees everything. And you may be thinking that you're doing this and being all that, but the audience knows that you're actually kind of like, it's a little too much. So how do we deal with that? Okay. The way I read this is that you need to dial it down. You need to come to grips with your resources. That's the Venus energy, your talents and your gifts. It's like almost going back into the dressing room, like if you're an actor or a performer and you kind of overdid it and stuff, and you need a reality check. You need a reality check to remind yourself that, okay, it's just life, okay? And you don't have to impress the whole world. You don't, it's just day-to-day life. You're being Leo in day-to-day life. You might be overdoing it, overcompensating it. And what this card is telling me, normally they call this the miser card. Like, yeah, I'm holding on so tight. Don't come near me. I worked really hard for this and I'm not going to let it go. Okay? So, but I don't see it that way. In this particular reading, the way I see it is that this is a stock taking. It's kind of a little bit of a dressing down. I don't want to insult you or hurt your feelings, Leo, but maybe there are people or events that are circumstances or that are happening in your life through this retrograde period where you are being maybe a little bit reprimanded. And the way to move forward is to very humbly acknowledge the message from other people who are not you that you're fine. We love you, Leo. You just need to like maybe stop showing off. You don't have to prove anything to us. Take stock of your talents. Revise your resume. Uh, go get a remake. Get a redo, and get real with it. Okay, just kind of like get a balancing act. Get your foundations in order. Get your act literally. Get your freaking act together, man. Okay, you can do it. No harm, no insult intended. Just it's just kind of a bit of a wake-up call. You're getting a bit of a little dressing down here from others that just get your act together. We still love you. Don't worry about that, but get your act together. You don't have to overdo it, all right? Don't have to prove anything. Okay, that's enough, Leo. You got it? I hope this helps in some way. No insult, no harm intended, all right? Bye for now.